Hey dudes and dudettes, I'm Derek with GameSomniac, and today we are officially 11 days out from the release of Mortal Kombat 11. And given that MK11 is 11 days away, we're going to be talking about 11 things you should know about Mortal Kombat 11. If you like our videos and want to see more, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to be notified whenever we upload something new. Alright, we're going to start this video off nice and easy with something that you may already know. You guys ready? Here we go! Believe it or not, boys and girls, this game is a sequel to Mortal Kombat 10, a continuation of the story whose foundation was set in MK9, built upon in MK10, and now finally finished in MK11? According to NetherRealm Studios, the game is titled Mortal Kombat 11 because 11 comes after 10, again making it the 11th game in the series. Mortal Kombat has always featured some of the craziest and coolest characters I've personally ever seen in a fighting game. Each game has always introduced new characters to the series, and MK11 is no different. Mortal Kombat 11 goes outside the box to give us new characters, such as Geras, a male combatant who's literally made from the sands of time. Then there's the Collector, a little creepy six-armed little bug-looking guy who can easily tear you apart if you get between him and his treasure. But MK11 also brings back some familiar faces, such as Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Raiden, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero, just to name a few. MK11 features a new bad guy, and this time in female form. Her name's Kronika, and according to Wikipedia, she is the Keeper of Time, Architect of the Destiny of the Realms, and Mother of Shinnok and Centurion. Ed Boon admitted in his Q&A with Game Informer that originally Kronika was going to be a male character named Kroniko, and the team, after reviewing the character, eventually decided it would be more interesting to have a female antagonist instead of yet another male antagonist. Now, many had assumed that she was possibly an Elder God like Raiden, but according to Ed Boon, she's actually higher than an Elder God, and her exact species is still unknown. Like with the previous Mortal Kombat games, MK11 is rewriting the events of the old Mortal Kombat universe, and with this game is most likely replacing the events of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance through Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Simply put, Kronika is tired of Raiden's meddling in the affairs of the destiny of the EARTHREALM, and the universe for that matter, and looks to unite both past and present so that time can balance itself out. While looking to the aid of warriors from the alternate timelines to ensure her success, our current cast of EARTHREALM defenders try to stop her from erasing them from all that once was, aka history! According to Ed Boon in his rapid-fire Q&A video with Game Informer, easy fatalities will be making a comeback, and the team does see them as a necessary evil. Unlike MK10, which featured QUICKTIME events in the story mode, MK11 will not have any such gimmicks due to time restraints. It's not clear as of yet if story mode will have any interesting features at all, but it was confirmed by the Boon himself that the game will have alternate endings. Could we possibly be able to make choices within the campaign that allows us to secure different endings based on those choices? One new feature coming to MK11 is the gear system, and this new feature allows players to customize the appearance of each roster member with a certain number of unlockable items specific to that character. It has been recently confirmed that the items to be used in the gear system won't have any stats attached to them, as they will only provide a cosmetic change to the character. MK11 players will be able to slot in augments in the gear, however, which will provide the player with modifiers for either moves or gameplay recovery windows. The augments in question are all different types of loot that you can actually get throughout the game. Now, augmenting your character can aid them in battle. For example, Scarlet can actually receive more life from enemy blood with the use of augments. In Ed Boon's rapid-fire Q&A with Game Informer, it was also confirmed by the Boon that Faction Wars would not be returning in MK11. Boon stated that the team doesn't like to utilize the same features over and over in newer titles, and they would rather work to incorporate something new that the players haven't experienced before. When asked who he felt won the overall faction war, he claimed that the Black Dragon clan probably would have been victorious at the end of the day, simply because they cheat. Crafty Black Dragon bastards. One of the game's altered fighting mechanics comes in the form of offense and defense meters. These meters fill up over time at a rate that's dependent on what you do in the fight. Moves with more power cause the meters to fill up slower, and moves with less power cause it to fill up quicker. One of the game's advanced designers, Paulo Garcia, stated that the intention was for players to fight at their own pace and never have to look at the meters until they needed them. Both meters offer the player some form of support. For example, the offensive one, the main thing is to amplify moves, or to change the move to either do an additional attack or have different properties. But you don't have the entire advantage, as some things you do can actually deplete or use up all of your meters. These actions include, but are not limited to, if you're getting up and you do a get up attack, that actually takes away from both your offensive and defensive meters. And the same thing goes for a flawless block attack. Now these are things that could happen in the game, with the game being such a fast-paced experience, they could just happen without your knowing, and it wouldn't be until you go to utilize your meters that you realize they're not built up all the way. Character variations were introduced in MKX, giving each character 3 variations, with each variation featuring a different fighting style or focus, implementing different movesets, and also featuring a slight change to the cosmetic look of the character. In MK11, characters will only have 2 variations. However, you can also create your own variation. You can name your variation, you can change your icon, you can change the character's base skin, and you can even change your intro and your victory cinematics. Each variation comes with preset moves which the player can choose when going into a fight, or you can create your own moves list by mixing and matching. The incentive to customize your character is very tempting, but it's not going to be as easy as just turning on the game and changing things around. These changes are actually reward-based items in the game that have to be unlocked, which brings us to our final thing to know. In this mode, similar to the multiverse mode of NetherRealm's Injustice 2, players will progress through a series of themed challenges. Now, conquering these challenges reward the player with gear and items that you can use to customize your fighter. The challenges include match modifiers that work against the player in order to provide a more challenging experience. The modifiers that players may experience during their time in this mode include getting caught in Cyrex's cybernetic laser net, or getting hit with Reptile's acid ball mid-match. These modifiers also happen to be one of the many things you can unlock in the Towers of Time mode for players to equip and use in other modes, thus enhancing the gaming experience. Alright MK fans, it's time for a bonus thing you need to know about MK11. Everybody knows that Mortal Kombat 11 is named Mortal Kombat 11 because it's the 11th game in the series. Everybody knows that. Okay, we were just messing around, trying to pull a fast one on you. Shits and giggles. Here's the real deal. If you pre-order Mortal Kombat 11 right now, you'll get to play as Shao Kahn, baby. That's the bonus thing you needed to know about Mortal Kombat 11, and also the end of the video. We'd like to thank everybody for watching, as well as the gamers whose gameplay we used to make this video. Be sure to check out their YouTube channels, give them some support. We'll have the links in the description below. How excited are you for Mortal Kombat 11? Have you already pre-ordered your copy of the game? Who will be your main in this latest installment? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more video game news and entertainment right here at GameSomniac. Bye-bye!